Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 18th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame. Wasn't anything going on here at the house. I didn't have any dogs or anything, which was kind of strange in that, but wife got up, we cuddled for a little bit, wife got up, she got off to work. I went and jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, and then kind of hung around the house for a little while. Didn't have really a lot going on, so I was basically just kind of hanging out with the process, and had a package coming, which I was waiting for, but didn't know when it was going to get here. So I went ahead and said, got really nothing else going on. I just had to go for a car ride, which I hadn't done since I got back from Iowa. Hadn't really drove the convertible, so I jumped in the vet, took it for a little ride, went and run around a little bit. Nothing really, no agenda, just driving around kind of thing. Enjoying this absolutely beautiful Florida weather, and before the rain got here. So I ended up running over to Beachside. Hadn't been over there for a while. It's a little bit chilly. My car doesn't have a heater, which I don't really care because I don't need it 98% of my life. When I'm in that car, I don't need a heater. So, but it has great air conditioning, and that's way more important down here than a heater ever is. So went ahead, ran over to Beachside, hung out there. I got the public parking areas you got to pay for, but we have, since we're Volusia County residents, we get free parking as long as we register our license plates. And I remember asking my wife a couple times if she's done that this year, and last I knew she kept saying she was gonna do it, but hadn't done it yet. So didn't stay real long. I didn't want to get I think it's a $25 or $55 ticket for parking there, and it really sucks if it's free. She just register it. So I got to verify that she has that registered and get that done for all of our vehicles before I stick around the parking lot's too long. So yeah, I went ahead, checked out the beach for a little bit. Like I said, it was kind of a little on the chilly side with the convertible and whatnot. A couple people splashing like knee high in the water, but nobody really swimming per se. Had a storm brewing off in the distance. It was kind of being a little watchful of that whole thing. So went ahead, headed back. I was gonna stop. There's a new cigar shop over there on Beachside. I did not bother stopping because there was no parking anywhere near it. And I really just did not want to mess with the whole thing of having to walk 3 or 4 blocks to a cigar shop that I wasn't going to be able to hang out there very long to really deal with. So it was one of those things that wasn't worth the hassle in that. So said to heck with it and headed on back to the house. Got over there for a while. And how are you doing today? Doing excellent. Can I give him a pet?
Yeah, this one's a little shy.
A little bit shy? Not so bad, no. You're not so bad. Yeah, you can sniff me. It's better if you don't have to face you. I know how that goes. I know how it goes. Have a great day. So went ahead, got back to the house. Got a couple of things done here and there. Nothing real major. Was out hanging outside doing a little yard work, just kind of chilling out there for a little bit. Came back in and realized I had a package. So I was like, shit, I was waiting for that. So didn't tell my mom when the package got here to let me know. Wasn't a big deal. I went ahead and jumped in the car again, ran over and dropped it off at the mechanic shop, which is a new master cylinder for my Suburban, because he claims the other one they got was bad. Who knows? It's possible. Might just be not good at his job. I don't know which. So on the way there, I stopped and grabbed a couple quarts of transmission fluid on the way, and holy crap, that stuff has gotten expensive. It's like $13 a quart, whatever. It's way more than I recall it being. I remember it being about the same, like $5 a quart, whatever, last time I bought transmission fluid. But most of the stuff I deal with are stick shifts, so there's no transmission fluid to change like you normally would. So I'm hoping that it's just him having the lines down and unhooked at the cooler is where the leak's coming from. He claims it was leaking on the ground when it was sitting there, but the entire time I've had the Suburban, not any issue with low transmission fluid, so who knows. But once it's back, I'll get it either fixed, get the leak fixed, or I'll just drop like a $700 4 in it, which is probably what I'm going to go with, or a Turbo 400. I kind of want to have the overdrive, so who knows. But one nice thing about the Suburban, once it gets back out, I'm going to start doing a lot more of the work myself, and I don't have to take it and drop it off someplace and leave it with somebody that goddamn long. So definitely a process in there. So yeah, I got this idiot here. I can't really tell if they're stopping for me or not. They got tinted windows that get much. Makes me super nervous to walk in front of the vehicle because there was plenty of time for them to go before I got there, but you can't see the driver's face, so it makes it super sketchy. And that process, your windows are so black, even on a semi-sunny day, you can't see in it. And they tint their windshields and stuff on a lot of vehicles, can't see them. It's super scary walking in front of the vehicle. But went ahead, dropped off the stuff, Didn't really talk to the guy much because he's annoyed the living hell out of me. I'm kind of over this asshole. I just want my truck back and go from there. But when I need a transmission, if I can't find the leak, I'll just replace it, and I'll go buy a reman or go get a custom built transmission with stall and everything I want it. Then I can drop it out, put it back in. Take me, I don't know, 6 hours. Put a new transmission in it, hook it all up, and be good to go. And then continue doing that until every part has been replaced and it's a full brand new vehicle, minus the body. And even that will be painted at some point in the future. So, but yeah, that's one of the nice things about having something that old is everything is worth fixing, unlike my truck. So got that deal with. Got back to the house, decided to go for a bike ride, and took my new Tadpole out, which is the little 3-wheel bike cat trike. Took that up for a ride. It was trying to rain the whole time. It wasn't bad raining, but it was like a slight drizzle just constantly, and you could tell there was a storm off in the distance that was really coming along, that was heading our way. So I was like, I don't want to get too far, so I kind of hung around here on the roads and in the neighborhood, riding around instead of being on trails, which I don't have a flag yet. Makes me super nervous as well. So I stayed way out of the way of cars. Saw cars coming, I'd actually pull out like into a driveway, whatever, because I just don't trust somebody to see me, especially with the overcast and the rain coming in, people not paying attention real much. So it's definitely one of those things that I don't want to deal with. So I wonder what the hell this guy's doing. You're kind of a... Okay. The guy was at the stop sign and then basically inched forward, barely rolling until he got past me, then he gunned it. And there's a car way back there, so I have no idea what that was about. But God forbid you just pull over a little bit and go around me. So it is what it is. But yeah, got done with the bike ride. Like I said, got a little wet. Wasn't the end of the world. And decided to go ahead and get my run in. So I got my run done. Got back from my run. I'm going to self a shower. We ended up having dinner. Wife got home from work, so we ended up having dinner there. Ended up doing yellow rice and sausage. Knocked that out. And in the middle of dinner, I had a dog getting dropped off who was supposed to be getting dropped off about 6, which I swear I've told him a dozen times, make sure you text me when you're on your way with the ETA. Like to look the dogs up. There's no dogs here, so I wasn't really too concerned about it, but I had known that, wouldn't have been a big deal. But I'm about a quarter of the way into my meal when I see the guy pulling the driveway, and he's early too. So I thought I had time to eat if he would have got here at 6, but he showed up early. It is what it is. I like the dog. The dog's really cool. The owner is just like dumb, just really dumb. He's not very smart. He doesn't communicate very well. I actually think he's really smart. I just think he's just flaky. He just is really flaky. So, but he dropped the dog off, asked him if he's got a cell service, where he's going. He's going to, I don't know, he's going like somewhere. He's going to some other country with some friends and that, and I'm not sure if he's got a cell signal or not. So, well, I'll wait for you to text me. That way I don't bug up your phone if it's roaming charges and whatnot. If not, I'll hear from you the day you get back. So just give me a heads up when you land so I can basically, know your ETA of picking the dog up. So, and I've watched the dog enough times. He's not concerned about the dog's health or nothing and safety. So he doesn't really need the follow-ups all the time. So it is what it is there. So that worked out. He got the dog out of there, and he let the dog out of the Jeep, converting him. No collar, nothing on him and stuff. I was like, I was laughing because the fact that he comes handing me the collars, and the dog wasn't listening to him. The dog was over sniffing things and running all over the place and wasn't really listening to him at all. And I called for her. And I was like, come on, go inside. And she just ran right past him, right into the house, ignored him completely, which I thought was pretty funny. So I had a good little chuckle about that. We got the dog bag with all the food and stuff and the bed and that dropped off. And it's only like 4 days. It's not a very long trip. But went ahead and said, held it. And basically she ran there, jumped on the couch between my mom and my wife, and just hung out there watching TV with them as I got everything else put away, and then sat down and finished my meal. We watched an episode of Wentworth, and then the dog and I headed back outside on this dreary, just kind of overcast, rainy day into the evening, and smoked a nice cigar, headed back in, got the dog all set up. Actually put her bed on top of Bruce's old bed, so it's like double stacked. And sometimes she'll try to sleep on the bed with us, sometimes she doesn't. Didn't even attempt this time. She just did on the floor in that bed, and I gave her a new bone, and she was there with the bone. She seemed happy with it, so it was all good. All worked out just fine, and we chilled out for the day. So that's pretty much all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.